Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside... Welcome, everyone, to the farm in Palo Alto, home to the Stanford Cardinal and to legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will boot it away to start the game. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Yeah, receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back deep, or else this guy's going to take it to the house.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Now the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. A tremendous play to make the interception, and then the return takes him close to the 50-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
So TCU's offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, it's doing some damage on this defense.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll give it to the back. So, guys, over the last few years, there have been seismic changes to college football. Realignment, name, image, and likeness. But one of the biggest changes, the transfer portal.
Yeah, and now guys that are unhappy or in a situation where they see something that they'd rather be in, now you can leave, and there is no penalty. So a lot of recruiting, Jesse, on other people's team.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Leaves it with the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Between the uprights, it's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
They'll try to run for it. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Off the play fake on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Motion from the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in, week out, working on those critical down distances, 3rd downs. Having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
They're There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch it.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping two hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at them. These guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job of his fundamentals.
Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Hoover coming after him. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Makes the catch. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love the QB here. He holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Stanford has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. To the air, it's Daniels. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position in the back end, forcing that incompletion.
The give to the tailback. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slips it. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Third down coming up after the completion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Still on his feet at the 45. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. Back to throw, it's Hoover. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too...
Looking for the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it. Take care of the football. Make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Fires one high and deep. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
I love when people start to understand what we're doing defensively. They're going to pass the football, and that's where they're going to live. Well, I'm going to live in dime. I'm going to bring more defensive backs on the field so I can cover more of these speed guys that they have out there. Great job by the defensive back, breaking on the football, making the INT, making the DC look very smart.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on now when he loses 4 on the carry. A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Now, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Second down coming up. Off play action. They're trying to get to it. And they got him for the sack. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to take off. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. What a grab and go for the score.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football. Try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. To bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Bowman. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the air, it's Daniels. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Palo Alto as we say hello from our broadcast studios. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
He uncorks one deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Horned Frogs are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Going to the ground. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Snagged on the outside. It's Cook.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Here's the handoff. At the 35, he's open. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Going to take a shot. Makes the grab on the left side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Stanford! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And it took a minute, but the passing attack now on board. The first passing touchdown of the season, and it took to the second half, but I'll tell you what, this offense will find its rhythm. They'll grow. They'll get better throughout the season, and this is going to be a hard passing attack to stop.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. 1st down here for the offense. On the move, it's Cook. At the 35, he's loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. 1st down here for the offense. They'll ride the hot hand. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Shoots it to the left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Gets it out quickly. Got room at the 35. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. He's got the two-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. They knock him down, but he gets enough to give Stanford a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Right down the middle. It's caught. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. Quarterback on the keeper. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
Yeah, when he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking left, and it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Gets it out fast. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we
To
go.
the air, it's Hoover. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Handoff from the gun. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a 1st down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving. And
Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And the punishment has been extended.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Man, the sack, and this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some time.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. And that is no good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. Here comes the offense on first down. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Throws to the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Getting some heat. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Looking to throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays with this defense in this game so far. So can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on third. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. The Horned Frogs will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Io Manor. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. To the air on first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Io Manor. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's got it on the move. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. To throw, it's Daniels. Into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give to the left side. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team. I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.